Yeah. This is tactical red, and you're on tactical United. I'm doing this match reaction from this Manchester United game that was a 3-0, straight 3-0 in the bag, 3-0. And, you know, it's a good performance. I like the way Pogba came on, did his thing. Free kick was lucky, deflection, but still came on, did a little thing, little cameo, scored his little goal with a little armband. I like the swagger with the armband. Like, you should just keep that little wrapped arm. It looks just like, I just like it. It just stands out, innit? I don't know. It just looks. It did something to it. It did something. I don't know. Like I don't know. It just did something. But yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game at the end. But before that, it was rubbish still. And Brighton looked better than us a little bit, to be honest. Obviously, you can see the coaching in Brighton's team compared to our team. But when the quality players come on the pitch, it's just when Pogba, because Rashford came on, but really didn't do a lot. Actually, he did okay. He got a free kick. Let's give him his dues. He got a little free kick, a little dribble, which is not too bad. But he's a winger, isn't it? Like, when I saw him come on and put him up front, I was like, he's not. It's just like, you don't put Neymar up front. Like, you don't play with Neymar up front. He's a winger. You don't play with Di Maria up front. He's a winger. You don't play with these players. They're attacking players, but wingers should play him. Some wingers can't play up front. Like, there's just some wingers that can't do it. It just can't. It's not built in them. They have to be like running at you and moving off you. Like, that's how they feel comfortable. Like, they don't feel comfortable with not seeing you because they're wingers. So yeah, I thought Van der Beek showed like Bruno is like, I think Bruno could easily lose his place to Van der Beek. Like, I really do. I really think like he could. Van der Beek's touch, his movement off the ball, awareness of players, awareness of space, creates problems for defence because he drops into a position in the field that players just don't get into that often. And then he does the one-touch movement. Imagine. Like, the thing is, he can come off that left. He can come off that left. He can come off that left. Like, he could play on the left, come off it, and cause havoc in that position. Like, that's what I'm saying. When you buy players in attacking positions, you can utilise them in different ways. And I hope that we utilise Van der Beek in different ways. I hope, like, we can see that Pogba can play a number 10, as we saw today. Like, when he was in number 10, he just looked more effective. He looked more comfortable and confident, Just looked better. And, it was okay. It was okay. Mata played well. I like the way Mata linked with everyone on different levels. He linked up with linked up with Pogba, Van der Beek, like these little link ups. Just the movement. I just like the way he passes. I like the way he thinks on the pitch. You can see there's just the in-game intelligence in Mata, and it's just nice to see sometimes players that have that, because his is so high. His football IQ is so high. Like, even his goal, even Mata's goal, you can see football IQ in that goal. Like, the movement, and then like the weight, and he's like bang through the legs, slotted. IQ. Not only to power it like Rashford would do. Rashford would power it in, try to but the way he just took that little extra second to get his accuracy on point, like, that's football IQ. Like, this is what it is. It's not pace and power. It's football IQ, and you gotta have. If you have both, like, that's it. But it's mad. Bailly is my man of the match. Bailly performed really, 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 really well. he performed really well. Really well. I mean, to me, as I've said many times, he's our best centre back. Even when Maguire came, I still think Bailly's our best centre back, because he's a really good player. He is. He's just a really, really, really good player. And Bailly, I don't think we lose when we have Bailly. I don't think we lose. That says a lot. That he's making a difference in the team drastically. Like, certain man, like, it's like, I'm not saying he's Van Dijk, because Van Dijk is Van Dijk. What I'm saying is Bay. Take Bay out of Man United is it's like taking Van Dijk out of Liverpool. I thought that since I've seen Bay. I do rate him highly as a defender. I do rate him highly as a defender. I think he has all the attributes, all of the attributes, as a top quality defender. I don't like his only like his worst attribute is his injury record, but he has all the attributes to be a top defender, and I think he's just come back from he came back after lockdown from the knee ligament injury, so he was a bit rusty after lockdown because that's a big injury because it does affect your career. It does affect everything. So I'm not saying it might not take you out, but it's a big injury to come back from, and he's come back now after lockdown, and now he's come back on a new season, and he looks a lot better and looks sharp and looks strong. And looks ready for the challenge, and he looks ready, and he could get injured in the next game if he played, maybe not, but to me he looks very ready. He looks very, very ready to be a centre back at Man United. So and he's 27. He's not young anymore. So mentally he's there too. So I think he's the type of person that should be playing. But I think he's 26 or 27. I think 26 turning 27. Or maybe the other way. I think he's 26 turning 27. He's still pretty good. That's still pretty good for a centre back to be that age. He's still got 4 or 5 years in him. Easy. So I think looking at the whole aspect of the game, I think what's his name? Brandon Williams shouldn't be playing at Man United. I just don't know what he's good at. I generally don't think he's good at anything. I said this the first time I saw him. I don't know what he's good at. I think the low showed how an attacking right back should be. An attacking right back should attack. Sorry, I don't care. This is what we want at Man United, an attacking right back. I don't want a right back who's scared to go past the halfway line, who's scared to cross, who's scared to make a little risky ball into the box just to cause a madness. I don't want right backs who are scared. I want right backs who are willing and able. And defending, obviously, when you have a player like Bay at the back, like you don't need to defend and cover him because this is what the best teams do. They just let their fullbacks go and the defenders defend and they press. This is how top teams play. This is how Bayern Munich plays. This is how Liverpool play. It's how Man City want to play, but they don't have certain players to do that, especially in the defence. And the attack, they don't press, and strikers are not good enough. But this is how the top teams play now. This is all the top teams play like that, or they play with a back three, and then everyone is pressing. That's what top teams do now. So we need Bailly can hold his area, and I think Lindelof is 50-50. Maguire to me is worse than Lindelof. Like Maguire is the worst one we have out of the three, to be honest, because I prefer Lindelof and Bailly because there's some sort of both of them do this. Both of them are quite cultured in the way they defend. And I think Lindelof with Bailly, because you got to remember before Maguire came, Lindelof was our best centre back and he was doing very well. Maguire came and people was just jumping on Maguire like Maguire was top, but he wasn't. He wasn't playing that well. So to me, Bailly, Lindelof. That's for me. That's what I would do. I would think about dropping Wan-Bissaka and playing the low. I would definitely consider that. Luke Shaw, Matic, and the midfield. I think the midfield that starts against Tottenham, because you know what, it's we're through to the League Cup and we did well, we've done our thing, but it's all about that Tottenham game. Let's be honest. The midfield I'm playing against Tottenham, I'm playing Matic. I'm playing Van der Beek. And I'm playing Pogba. Nah. You can't, that's what I'm saying. It's mad to fit back Van der Beek in. it's mad because you can't really like fit him in. Like, I think you could play Bruno in a deeper role and then Pogba more attacking. But you can't play Van der Beek. You could play, well, you can't really play Van der Beek and Pogba. You could, but if Pogba was holding, then you take away from Pogba. It's all mad. It's all mad. It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. That situation, like, is mad. But you still have to have it just to make it work because they're quality players. So however it works, it will be quality. But yeah, no, we did well. And Ollie, I just don't like the fact that he's always sitting in the stands. Like, he's never on the sideline. Like, he only came down on the sideline when we was winning 2-0. So he comes when he's winning, but he's hiding when we're losing. Oh, that's just a technical issue. And he's that's what he's doing. And he's not leading from the front. Like, we need the manager to lead from the front. But Igalo and James shouldn't be at the club. These are poor signings. James is a poor signing. We need to accept that. As a Man United fan base, we need to accept that James is a poor signing. Just accept it. And then Igalo really did nothing for Man United. So he did nothing. There's nothing that Igalo has done for us. So, and them two are poor signings. Guy is a poor signing in my opinion. Wan-Bissaka's a poor signing, and Bruno Fernandes is okay. So yeah, that's it. That is it. And we're gonna see on the Tottenham game. What's he saying? We're gonna see if we're gonna sign any more players because this long stretched out transfer window is just annoying, and I'm sick of it. And I just want it over. I just want to focus on the games and what players we have because this Sancho mess is just a mess. So let's just leave it as that. All this him catching up, chest infection, not going to a game. It's all a mess. I'm not getting excited. I'm not getting involved. So yeah, Man United won 3-0 through in the League Cup. Can we lift it? Highly doubt it, but hope we do anyway.